Dr. Anya McCarthy from Cancer Research UK. Some breaking news to bring you now. We're getting reports via Reuters news agency that police are attending an incident at London Bridge in central London. We understand that these police officers are armed, and there is a report to suggest that London Bridge station is closed. That's Reuters quoting London Transport. Well, we can speak now to Holly Jones, who's a BBC reporter. Holly, tell us where you are and what you can see.
Yes, hello. I'm currently on London Bridge at the moment. I'm on the right-hand side, facing away from the Shard. About 10 minutes or so ago, a white van driver came speeding, probably about 50 miles an hour, veered off the road into the crowds of people that were walking, pedestrians walking along the pavement. He swerved right round me and then hit about 5 or 6 people. He hit about 2 people in front of me and then 3 behind. I'd say there's at least 4 severely injured people. They all have paramedics assisting them at the moment. There's about 20 armed police on the bridge at the moment. I'm unaware as where the van driver has gone now. It was a white transit van with 1 solo male driver. One of the victims was a French lady. She's 45 years old. She had a boyfriend with her who we can't actually find at the moment, which is obviously very worrying. But yeah, nobody really knows what's going on. All the traffic has been halted.
How quickly were the emergency services there?
So the police arrived within probably two minutes' time. There were several sort of people with camera phones, and they'd obviously been taking pictures of Tower Bridge.
This is BBC One. Now we head to the newsroom for a BBC News report.
You're watching BBC News. We welcome viewers on BBC One, on the BBC News channel, and also our viewers on BBC World are with us. We're reporting a major incident, 2 incidents in fact, that have been unfolding in the centre of London in the last hour and a half or so. The first incident that was reported was on London Bridge, which you see here on the map, one of the main ways of crossing the river from north to south. Police were called at about 10:15 local time, London time. The reason I'm giving that is that we have people watching abroad who may be in different time zones, of course. Armed police closed this bridge.
This is DW News live from Berlin. Some breaking news coming out of London this hour. Witnesses say a van drove into a group of pedestrians on the London Bridge in the heart of the city. Police say they're dealing with an incident on the scene. We'll take you live to London, where our correspondent has more. Also coming up, I'm Sarah Harmon. Welcome to the program. We begin with some breaking news. A van has reportedly plowed into a group of pedestrians in London in what police are calling a major incident. Now, this occurred on London Bridge in the heart of the British capital. Witnesses describe a white van veering off the road and then crashing into as many as 6 people on that bridge. Armed police are on the scene. This incident comes just over 2 months after a car hit pedestrians in a deadly attack on the nearby Westminster Bridge. I'm joined now on the line by our correspondent Birgit Mass in London. Birgit, you're on the telephone with us. I know you just learned about this attack, but what more can you tell us? Do you know any details?
Well, I've been looking this up, really trying to follow the Metropolitan Police, who are saying that they are aware of reports on social media, but that they will release the facts when they can, and that they want to make sure the information is accurate. So we don't know from the police any more details, anything official.
Police and emergency services in London are attending a major incident near London Bridge in the City of London. Witnesses have told Reuters news agency that a van ploughed into pedestrians. Police said that the incident is ongoing, but are not giving any further details. One Reuters reporter near the scene said that she saw 10 police cars rushing towards London Bridge, and another witness told the BBC that she saw a speeding white van veering into pedestrians. The witness also said the van hit 5 to 6 people. Reuters news agency is also reporting that people with apparent knife wounds have been seen on London Bridge. They're quoting a witness. That witness said she saw 3 people with what appeared to be their throats cut on London Bridge. That comes from Reuters news agency. The incident appears to be ongoing. All the emergency services are on the scene and details are still coming in. So to recap, there's a major incident on London Bridge and near London Bridge. Witnesses have been telling Reuters news agency that 3 people have appeared to have had their throats cut, and a van has ploughed into pedestrians, although we do not know the extent, if any, of injuries, or we don't have any further details on what happened to those pedestrians at the moment. London's Transport Authority has said the London Bridge rail station has been closed at the request of the police.
Welcome back. We'll have the press preview in just a moment, but I just want to bring you some breaking news. Police are saying that they are dealing with an incident on London's London Bridge. You can see the location of that crossing the Thames there. The first hint that we had that there was something happening there was a report from the managing editor of the political magazine The Spectator. In fact, he was suggesting that there were armed police attending that particular incident. We've also had confirmation from London Transport, the organisation that deals with the tube network in London. They say that London Bridge station itself has been closed at the request of the police. The very latest that we're hearing actually coming from a reporter for the Reuters news agency. He is presently near London Bridge and has seen around 10 police cars, by his estimate, heading to the bridge itself. So very little information at the moment. Clearly something is happening on London Bridge. The bridge itself has been closed. At London Bridge station has been closed at the request of the police. And according to the managing editor of The Spectator magazine, there have been armed police attending that incident there.
Out in Washington, and to try and sway the Trump administration and officials in general into seeing the world their way.
Peter Salisbury there joining me from Chatham House. Peter, thank you. Bringing you some breaking news here in London. Armed police have closed London Bridge as they respond to an incident there. Now, it happened right around the corner from our offices here in London. In fact, it's literally, we can see it out the window. Our reporters saw about 7 people on the ground being treated by paramedics along roughly a 300-metre stretch. A van could be seen that crashed into a barrier. Police with machine guns are on the ground evacuating people from the area. Our news editor, Oliver Varney, is at London Bridge. Ollie, what's going on?
Well, at the moment, I can see the bridges, the police at the moment. I'm just hesitating slightly because they're telling me to move back. They're creating cordons on both sides of the bridge. There's a lot of people that appear to be injured. I've counted 5 or 6 people with serious injuries. It looks like CPR is being given to a couple of them at the moment. There's a heavy police presence here. Armed police are running up and down the bridge. There was a moment of panic where sort of members of the public just rushed from one side of the bridge to another, to the other side. The police now are, as I said, moving people across the bridge onto the north side. I'm just being asked to move. I'm just moving out now. Sure. So I'm just being asked by the police to move down towards a cordon that's being set up on the north side of the river. There's several police boats that I can see on the river as well. There's a helicopter that you can probably hear overhead, but there are numerous police and emergency vehicles here. In fact, one side, the north side of the bridge, is completely shut off with police vehicles now.
Ollie, at what point did you reach the scene? Did you see what actually happened? Have you been able to glean anything from the people around you?
I haven't been able to get much information. Speaking to a couple of people, and this has not been confirmed, say